Did we do the exercise personal? You finished everything?
I only did only that style zone.
Okay, so you're supposed to finish the remaining one. Style is actually more than one.
Yeah, I finished everything, like every other thing in style. The 5, is it 6? The 6 exercise in style.
Is what?
I did all the 6 exercises in style.
I asked about 6 exercises.
Okay. Apart from style, there's another one. Those attributes and this thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I mean, both the ones, those other ones that we've treated.
Yes, we do.
Let me share my screen to show you.
We did the attribute and paragraph.
You guys finished the attribute and paragraph. Can you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Have you guys finished that part? Everything there?
Yes.
Okay. Because I told some people not to bother, that when we start the class, that was when they were going to start theirs. So I don't want a situation whereby I move to something else and them, they're still behind. That's why I'm asking if everybody is still on the same page, right? I'm opening the link where I want to give you an exercise from. Yeah, okay, I've gotten it. So in today's, we'll be using, am I sharing my screen yet?
No.
All right. So every other thing we've been doing before was on W3 schools. So now I'll be writing into our, writing into the index.html we started writing earlier, right? So I want to give you the exercise to use. So I showed you href, right? I showed you the link. I showed you href. So I want to show you the markup that we're going to build now. I'm trying to share my screen. Please, can you enable me to share? Okay, I can share.
You can share your screen. Your made co-host already.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
If you're on Zoom.
We can see it now.
All right. So I want you guys to write this markup.
Big.
Please, your screen is not showing.
Yes, I think she's no more online. Maybe network.
Yes, I'm sorry. Today is my convocation. People are calling me. So for every call I get, and that's what I use for my internet. So there's no way I can switch off my phone. So I'm very sorry, guys. So please, can you enable me to share? They say hosts have disabled sharing.
So what did you say?
Can you enable me to share? I'm no longer the co-host.
Oh, okay. Also, Elise and Fatima, you've been made calls. So in case anybody like you want to make anybody calls too, you can also make someone calls. So
Oh,
Miss Tilayo, I'm going to make you the host itself. So if you want anybody to share his screen, you can do that now. So you are the host of this meeting. But if you have any network issue or anything, Elise and Fatima are calls, but that's why the meeting is not going to end. So when you come back, they can make you host again. So do you understand?
Yes.
But you can
yes.
make me calls too. Since I already gave you the host
calls.
duty, you can give me calls.
But I don't mind you being the co-host though, because my network today is not reliable.
Okay, make me the host. I'll make you host.
All right, because I'm receiving a lot of calls at my end.
No problem.
All right, so I've made you the host. Okay, so let's continue. Did you see what I showed us before my screen went off? Can you see my screen? So
Yes,
what
we
to
can.
write
Yes,
HTML
we can
that
see
will
it.
output this, right? So what do you think we would use to output this on the HTML? It's what I taught you today. Can you see that Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn? You can see that it looks different. Which elements do you think they use to create this? This is very simple. So I expect us
It is the A element.
the A, right?
Then,
Okay, so let's do it as an exercise. So
Okay.
let's do it as an exercise. I want the results to be like this on your browser. So you write that in your index.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, let's do that. Do we understand the exercise, or do I have to explain? So someone said they can't see my screen. Let me share again.
Please, hello, please, can you explain again?
Please, is it all the document or just the link part?
No, everything you can see here, this place that have your name, your tagline here, about me. So what we were trying to do with this is that we're trying to first of all build our first project. So we'll be building on this, right? So this is the first part. So we're trying to build a portfolio. But by the third week, I'm going to pair us in groups and we're going to build different projects by the third week. But for now, this is our own personal project. So we'll start with building the HTML till we move to markup, till we move to the CSS and everything. So do we get that?
Right. Yes, we do.
You should mute yourself if you are not talking so that other people can.
Ma, please, my system is down now. Can I do the exercise later?
Okay. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Tagline, something unique, more unique about you. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Yes, I do. I've gotten it.
All right. So for the person that wants to go now because you're homework, I'll write it on the group chat again so that you guys will see it.
Yeah,
So
I'm still here with my phone. It's just my system. My system is down. I'm in the class with my phone.
Okay. All right, no problem. So when we finish this exercise, please write done so that I will know. So that I'm aware. So you write done in the comments.
Okay, let's find out why we are calling you. This is Olusola. You have a Olu product with us, right? Just okay, television. Just hold on. Let me find out why we're calling you. Okay, I'm coming. This is the number we called you on, right?
Miss Titi. Miss Titi. Miss Titi, I can't see your screen.
Like the
I can't
last
see your
one
screen. Oh, okay.
Hello, sir. Today.
I've seen it. Thank you. I couldn't see the screen before. Okay.
You are lucky.
Okay. Yes, I can see it now. Thank you.
Oh, what? Okay. I think it's for us to inform you about
This laptop
the
is getting
payment,
down.
about your payment. When did you make it? And have we sent you a code?
Can you mute whoever it is?
Okay.
Manunu. Manunu. Do you have a question for me? This is just a classwork. This is not an assignment. So Elise, if you are done, can you share your screen?
This is the HUF. We are going to put the link, right, of Twitter and Facebook.
Stop sharing.
Please, I'm using my phone and I'm doing it on my
Yes,
laptop. Can I still share?
yes.
Your voice is breaking.
Everybody that said done, I'll stop sharing so that you can share. What's your result? Hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, yes.
Alright. I say, is your result? I want to see. Come on.
Okay. So do I turn my camera so that you see it or something?
No, like you can snap and send it on WhatsApp. On the group chat. For those people that are tuned in from their laptop and working on their computer, you can do that. Then if you are not, you can just share your screen. Let me see. If you are not tuned in from your computer. For people that are using their laptop, can I see your screen? I can see people send just. I want to see the browser. So it's not, your one is not correct. This person that sent in is not correct. That's why I wanted to see, because I know that some people make mistake. Miss Thompson that sent it as on the group chat. You got the Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn part right. You got P, but some of it has H1, some of it has. Don't worry, after the class we'll review.
Miss Titi, please can you start sharing your screen? We cannot see the screen any longer.
Okay. All right, I'm coming. Okay, yes, Elise, Elise. Yes. All right. All right, Elise, yours is okay. You knew when to use H1, you knew when to use H2, and all of those things. I stopped sharing so the people that are done can share. So if you are done, can you quickly share before I share my own screen?
You know, like Jenna, fuel has finished. They want to buy some new fuel, Abby. They want to buy fuel. Okay. I don't know. She said morning, but it's already afternoon. Prof has gone, Abby. Prof has gone, Abby. Okay.
For everybody that have said done, can I see your work so that I would know if you've done?
Yeah, I'm done. I can't share.
Oh, you can't share. Okay, let me make you post. Or whoever is a host, can you make Niruvi and host, please?
I made him post already.
Okay, all right. So class captains, you can check those people that are okay. Don't zoom in. It'll be easy for my end that it is zoomed in. Okay. You think, yeah, a few things I love is an H1. Do you think so? Look at it very well. Is it an H1?
H3. H3.
Are you sure it's an A3? Did you see the one I sent?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, I'm coming. I don't think that I want to confirm because I don't think it's an H3. But we can continue what we're doing now. Okay, yes. It's an H3. Coming soon and contact me. Is it part of it? You didn't put coming soon.
See that your screen went off.
Okay. All right, so I'll put my screen up again. Maybe you just take a picture. Then if you are done, let me see. I want to be sure that I did the right thing. So you share your screen. See, so let me share my own screen now so that we can all see it one more time. So can you see it? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can we take pictures so that other people can share theirs?
I don't think they fixed for that Friday. Yeah. That's the dad now. And I think they just moved into the house. They have the that side.
So can somebody else share their, okay. Who is saying no? Why are you saying no? Thompson. Thompson, why are you saying no? Okay. So have you all gotten it now? Can I see your screens? Who wants to show me their screen? So this is just a markup for what we'll be building. Let me show you what we'll be building so you have an idea of what we'll be building later on. So at the end, we'll have something like this, right? This is what we're going to have at the end. But we'll build more other projects beyond just this one. So this one is just the one we'll be using to learn everything I'll be teaching you. If I teach you about tags, now today we learned about elements. So this was just the exercise we'll be doing in class to build up. Okay, some people are sending theirs on the group chat. Corrections, Thompson, have you made your correction? At least I said at least is good to go. Let me see Atinuke's own. Okay, Atinuke, yours is not correct yet because you use H1 for everything, right? You're not supposed to use H1 for everything. Some you will use H1, some you use P. And why I didn't tell you so that you'll be able to identify which that's for Atinuke. Let me see. Okay, so for God's hand, yours too is not exactly correct. This is what I want you to do. I guess you should not yet put what your favorite things are yet, self. Just leave it as your favorite thing. Just leave it the way I left time. Right, I guess you should just do that for the meantime. I'm sorry. Looking for where I open.
Please, class captain and assistant, if you get to hear unnecessary noise or people unmute themselves, you can just mute the person. That's also your job in order for anything not to distract the class. Thank you.
All right, okay, so this was what I was showing us, the output. So you don't have to necessarily post my favorite things, all of those things. Just leave it the way it is now, right? That was for God's heritage. Okay, you sent a newer one. I'll check the new one. If you're using VS Code, you can type Lauren and enter. If you don't use VS Code, it will be hard. So So make yours complete. Right. So have we all gotten it now so that we can move? At least we all know what tags are, we all know what elements are, right? Is anybody still confused? And has nobody gotten into this? Okay, someone say we can move. So I'll check what I've sent on WhatsApp. I've opened some and I've made some comments. Miss Thompson, I guess we are good to go now. My phone is hanging, no, so I cannot even check the ones down WhatsApp. I just want to believe that everybody has figured it out, right? Ozioma, yes, you are good to go. No, but Ozioma, what is before that contact is not an H1. No. Is it an H1? Olatsuboso, you are good to go. Okay, you sent, what are you finding it difficult to do or to share? Beyond it, you find it difficult to share, but you can, like you've already gotten it right, so that we can move. I don't want anybody to be left behind. So what you're supposed to use is H1. You use H1 once, you use H2 3 times, and you use H3 once. So check what you did and see if you colorate with that. And those people that said that their own is good and like they are good to go, you can compare and see if they did the right thing. So, but before we move forward, do we have any question? Any questions so far? And there are 7 lines. Some part has P, right? So if one is H1, 3 is H2, and 1 is H3. That's how many altogether? That's what? I guess that's 4, 5. So the remaining 2 is P. It's even 3 of them that are P. We have 3 P's there. The H1 that you have there is one that is your name, right? And the about me, my favorite thing, contact me, is the H2. H3 is only a few things I really love. So that's the only H3 we have there. Then your tagline there, yeah, Lorem Ipsum, coming soon, all of those are P, right? And Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, those ones are, please, I need the power bank. So those ones are href. So yes. So any questions so far? Any question? Okay, so let's continue with this. So we'll start with formatting, right? So we've written some text. So there's a way you can format the text you've written. So it's formatting that will be the last thing we'll do today. So there's a way you can enhance the text you've written or define the text you've written with special meaning. That is, you can make it bold, you can make the text italics, you can make a subscript, and you can make a superscript. You know how when you want to write maybe an element formula, H2O, how you write that, you use subscript. And maybe you want to write raised to power, you will use superscript, right? So we'll be seeing the different ways at which you can format your text. There are different ways you can format your text. So you can format it using different kinds of elements. So the elements you can use are bold, you can use strong. Bold is to make it bold. You can use italics text. Then emphasis, marked, smaller, to delete. We'll see how you use all of these elements. So let's start with the bold and strong. Can you see this bold? So this text is bold. So this is the normal one with the bold one. So if we put strong, Can you differentiate between the bold and the strong? Is there much difference? My audio is cracking. Can you hear me again? Can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. All right, okay. People are still.
We can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry.
It looks the same, right?
I can hear you, though your voice breaks at
So
intervals.
it's yeah, it's actually the same thing. The difference is just that one makes the text what's important, the other one makes it bold. Oh, typically bold. It is still bold, but it's just defining that it is bold text. Let me put it in a P paragraph. Can we see that it's like the same thing? So there's no point spending so much time in that. So that's for P and for strong. So we also have I and E, EM. EM is for emphasis. If you want to emphasize, loading is loading, so you can get to see. So this is for your italic, right? So this place will have EM.
Your screen is frozen. No, I can't see your current page.
All right, let me reshare. I'm trying again. So can you see it now? If you look at italics and emphasis, can you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said, can you see any difference between the italic and the emphasis? Is my screen still frozen?
No, we can see.
No, it's not frozen.
Okay.
There's no difference.
There's no difference. You can see that it's kind of similar between the emphasis and the strong, right?
Yeah.
But the italic tag is often used to indicate a technical term, like a phrase from another language, a thought, or a shipment. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So for emphasis element defines emphasized text. So the content inside is typically displayed in italic. Is the same as italic. Is displayed the way strong and bold. Strong is declared as bold, but the only difference is that it is the only difference is that bold, be strong is an important text. It's similar to What's the last thing you heard me say, please?
Song is an important text.
Okay.
Okay, so for strong, I was saying that the difference between strong and bold is that one is an important text, but their outlook is the same thing. That's the same way it is for italics and EM, right? So italics is going to show you the way italics is, while EM is going to show you in italics. But when a screen reader pronounces the words, it is pronounced using verbal stress and with much emphasis, right? So there's also a small text. So small text is used in formatting your text, right? So what small text does is that it makes your text smaller than your normal P. For instance, this is how your normal P text would bring out the outputs. But when you use small, it becomes more smaller, right? It's not as big as this small text. So that's how small text is. Then for mark, so this is how mark is. Mark would highlight. Have you seen when there's highlighter? Have you seen an highlighter before?
Yes.
So that's the work mark does. Mark just basically highlights what you want to highlight in your text. So anything you want to highlight in your text, it helps you achieve that. Then delete. So what delete does is that it will put a line across what you want to delete. So can you see how this blue is? There's a line cut across it. So all of these things I'm showing you, they are used for formatting. They are formatting elements, right? They are all used to format text. So that's what they are used for. Then we have insert, right? So this one is used to define a text that has been inserted into a document. Our browser will always underline inserted text. Your inserted text is always underlined, so you will know that yes, it's an inserted text. Can you see that red? Can you see it's underlined because it's what inserted, and the element we use is the inserted what tag. I just feel that this should just make you know and understand that if you want to write anything or use any format to write anything in your web, there's an element that helps you represent that, right? You know, like in the Word documents, you just type. But this one, your type must be enclosed in tags. And this tags is what is going to define whatever you'll be writing in your content. Is that clear? See this insert now around the content that we should have insert. we have the opening tag and closing tag of the insert. It's just basically making it know that yes, this thing we have here will be inserted. So that's how all elements works, basically. That's how every single one of them work. So we have sub and we have sub. So sub is for up, up is for down. So this is a subscript. Can you see that? So it's for down. Y sub is for up. So can you see that? So, but before we proceed, can anybody tell me an example between bold and strong? Anybody?
Please repeat your question.
Can anybody tell me the difference in the formatting elements, bold and strong?
Can I say something?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, you said that the strong one shows the what you are defining that has more importance, like has more importance than that of the bold. But in displaying, they display the same way. You might not be able to tell the difference, but that strong is more important, like whatever words that I need is more important than that of the bold. Thank you.
All right, all right. So what of for italics and emphasis? Anybody wants to try? Anybody wants to try? Or should I just call on anybody?
Okay, let me try.
All right.
So I think in the case of italics and emphasis, just like the same case for that of italics, I think it has no importance. But the two of them are alike, but that of the emphasis has no importance. That's what I understand.
All right. No problem. You can leave. Stop. Hope you've taken your attendance. That's the most important thing. All right. I did not hear you very well. Your voice was cracking, but I'm sure.
Can I say something?
Hi, Miss Titi, your voice is breaking. We
This
cannot hear you. Your voice is breaking.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? So
Yes,
the
I
last
can hear you. Go on.
thing I heard was that somebody said they wanted to say something. So I didn't get what the person said. My network went off. I'm so sorry for the discomfort. Tomorrow, nobody will call me this much. Don't worry. All right. Someone wanted to say something. Then I told the person to proceed. Yes, yes, yes. Daniel was right with that. So Daniel was right with that. So are you guys doing the exercise? Are you almost done? If you are done with your exercise, can you write down the exercise I gave you? If you are done with the exercise, can you write down? Okay, you guys are still doing it. Okay. Okay, only one person is done. So I'm waiting for every other person. Okay, 2 people now. If I can get 5 done, I'll move to the next one. All right, so I've seen 5 shared. I'll be 5 done, so we'll proceed, we'll continue. If you are not where we are, you're on your own. No. So let's do a quick recap. Don't forget the B block words, it defines your bold text. EM for emphasis text. I for alternate voice or mood. Then small defines smaller text. Strong defines important text. Sub describes subscripted text. Sub superscripted text. Ins inserted text. Del deleted text. Mark highlighted. So the next one is quotations, right? Quotations and citation elements. So these elements, they include So these elements, they include what? Block quotes, queue, abbreviation, address, site, and video HTML elements, right? So for the block quote, the block quote element defines a section that is quoted from another source. That is, if you are trying to quote something from somebody's book, somebody's website, from somewhere, is your block, right? So you will reference the link where you cited it from. All right. What was the last thing you guys heard? What are you lost on, Eniola? What don't you get? Hmm? Okay, quotation. Okay, I will go back. Sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know. I didn't know I would receive this much call. So I was talking about the different types of quotation, right? So for the different types of quotation, we have queue, and we have block quotes, quotation, and all of that, right? So for our block quotes, I said block quotes is used to reference somebody's work, like maybe something somebody did. They now want to reference it to your website. That's where you use block quote elements, right? So that's when we use block quotes element. Block when you want to reference someone's website or what a work from, right? So when you cite where you got that work from, you will now link it. Do you understand? So you put the reference in the citation, then whatever you are referencing, you put it in between. It will be your content. Whatever you reference will be the content. And where you are referencing it from, okay, let me just show you the try it yourself. So you see how it works. So can you see? Is so the one that you are referencing will be indented. The normal P, if I wrote this in P, it will start from where these browsers usually indent block elements start from. It will not be indented the way this one here is indented, right? So for Q is to give quotation marks. So when you put Q, you are trying to put here, but they use Q. So it just automatically said, okay, from your build a future where people will live in harmony with nature. Useful. Q is used for quotation marks. Please help me turn it. Thank you. So it is used for the quotation, right? But it's used for short quotations. Then we have address. So address is used to write your address in your website. It's used to write your address in your website. So when you write you use your address tag, that place reference address. It knows that, okay, yes, this place is for address, right? So you can see the written by John Doe. Visit us at example.com, box something like that. So is your address element you use for that. So we also have HTML CICE for work title. So this tags, the tag defines the title of a creative work. So if you are trying to reference a creative, maybe a book, poem, song, movie, whatever it is, we use your people's work. This one is for citing a creative work. Then by directional override, this one is to make you write your text from right to left, right? So your text will be written from what? Right to left. So this is an example. So this line will be written from right to left. So can you see it? It's written from, can you see this part? It's written from what? Right to left, literally. It is not following the normal order that we know. So that is when you use your bidirectional override. So can we do the exercise quickly? So there's a couple of exercises in the quotations. So let's do the exercise quickly. But are we all clear? So far, do you understand what we're doing? If tomorrow I tell you, okay, make your text have importance, make your text have italics and emphasis, you know the reason why you are doing that, right?
Yes.
All right, beautiful. So do the exercise of quotations, yes. Yes, do the exercise of quotations. So if we are done with the quotation exercise, can we type done? If we are done, can we type done? Please, can you send the attendance? They need the attendance. So please post it for them, please. Okay. So if I get 3 more done, we move to the next one. Okay. So I guess now we have like 5 dons. So continue. Okay, so we have more than 5 dons. So continue. So comments will be the last thing that we're going to treat today. Right. So treat comments. Let me see if it's part of. So we'll do comments today. Then we'll start with colors, links, and the rest tomorrow. So for comments, how comments work? I don't know if anybody had any prior knowledge in using programming, but if you've written any programming language before, you will know that there's something called comments, right? So the idea behind comments is that you can write it in your browser, but it's not going to run. You will not see it. I mean, you can write it in your text editor, but you will not see it in your browser. That is, it's not going to show in your browser. So you will just see it in your HTML source code, that is in your text editor, your Sublime, and all of those things. That is where you're going to see the comments, right? And you will not see it in the other places. So your comment helps you identify what you are trying to do at that section where you are trying to write the code, that is the tags. So for you to write your comment tag involves exclamation mark and dash dash. That's what you're going to see in your comment, right? So if you add a comment, you can put notification and reminders in your comments. Like you can say, remember to add this information here. You don't want it to show in your browser. You are writing it so that you can understand your code. Or if somebody wants to work on your code, they can understand the process you did, like what you did, so that they can like continue from where you stopped. and all of those things. And it's also for you to hide contents, which can be helpful. So you can hide the contents in your comments. You can also hide more than one line. So it's not just only
I
for
saved
one
it.
line. You can.
Okay,
Are you talking
Fubenka.
to-
And I see.
Can you mute yourself, please? You're distracting me. So comments are also great for debugging. Like, do you know what it means to debug? If you don't, I will explain. So debugging means that you are making some corrections to the mistake you've done, right? So you may write a code and everything may look all right, everything may be fine, but that's not the output you expected. So the code you've written normally is working, is good, but that's not the results you're expecting. So if that's not the results you're expecting, the process of you writing the right thing is called like debugging. The act of you correcting the mistake, or you made a mistake. Maybe for instance, you did not add maybe semicolon when you're trying to declare style in your attribute style. Maybe you forgot the semicolon or everything and it doesn't run. So when you're trying to debug, that's what debugging is. You're trying to correct it. So when you're trying to debug, you use your comments. You can also hide inline contents in your debugging. You can add inline content there. And also, so that's that about HTML comments, right? So the HTML comment, it has its own tag. Its own tag is exclamation mark and // then you're good to go. So we can do the exercise quickly. I don't know how many. I don't know how many this thing the exercise requires. So yeah, just 2 exercise. So let's do that quickly. Then after that, I'll take Q&A, question and answer section. Then we are done for today. So let's start gathering all our questions, right? Are you guys still here? So when you're done, just type done. Okay, so we have one done. we done with that? Okay, I can see so many done. So now this is the question and answer question. So any question? Sorry, Atiba, concerning the network. I understand how you feel. So have we finished the commenting questions? All right, so let's take note. Our assignment, right, will be to write 50 elements. It's not all the elements we'll go through. There are actually a lot of elements. There are some elements that you never even come across when you be coding as a developer, right? There are some elements that you will not use, you will not come across them. And it's okay, it's fine. So you would what? You would write 50 elements for me. And I'm going to see it tomorrow. When we come, you're going to snap it and send it to the group chat. That will be your mode of submission. So by tomorrow morning, you would all snap what you did, the 50 elements that you got. 50, 5 and 0, not 15. 5 and 0. It's not so much now, isn't it? Is it so much? You can use it to, it's my nephew, it's not my baby, it's my nephew. So you can use it to create a website. So you can use it to create a website. So you can use it to create a website. So any question? So that's our assignment. Any question before me I start asking my own question? Any question? Yes, you can use the 50 website. You don't have to add CSS to it though. Just do the way we've been doing things, that it has just been HTML, just been writing, just the markup. So you can use it to create that kind of website. Yes, in a new folder. That other index.html, you do it in a new folder. That new folder will contain all the assignments you'll be doing, right? You'll be doing all those ones in the new folder. That index.html, we'll be using that to create a classwork, right? We'll be using that one to create a classwork. So we'll be using that one to create class work. Your folders can be named anything you want it to be named, right? But make sure that your HTML file is saved using .html. Do you understand? So take notes. Your HTML folder can be any. So elements are made up of tags, right? So that's what they are. Elements are made up of tags. Is your elements that you use to form tags. Your open tag, closing tag, and your content makes up your tag.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Eniola.
What I'm saying is that our new folder, should we save it as HTML?
You can save your folder as anything. Maybe you can save it as assignments, then the other one as classwork. You still do projects, so you can name one. The classwork one is that one that we did.
But with the part, will it be HTML or we just name it as a normal folder?
I don't understand what you mean because I don't think you are getting it. When we were trying to create a folder, right? You can use any name.
JS.
So when you use any name, then in your folder there's a subfolder called CSS, image, and JS, right? Then in your folder that you created, right? The folder that you created, you now store your HTML file in it. Your HTML file is stored in it. Is that clear, Eniola? Do you get
okay,
that
so
now?
the assignment should be inside the folder also.
Yes, the assignment should be inside the folder.
Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you.
Like now, there will not be two folders. One that is for assignments, one is for classwork. The one that is for assignment has CSS, image, JS folder, and an HTML file. Likewise, the one that is for assignments. I hope that is clear now.
Okay, the two should contain an HTML folder.
An HTML, your HTML is not in a folder, or your HTML is in a file. Please, it's important you don't put your HTML in a folder, please, so that you don't have issues when you want to start linking your images, your CSS. Do you guys get the idea behind the folder and file thing that I've been saying since?
Maybe let me do that stuff because I don't really understand.
I think you should share your screen.
Yes. All right, so yes, this then the other one, this should be your assignment. Okay, so let me my screen again. So we have the classwork folder, image folder, JavaScript, and HTML file. Then you
We cannot see your screen.
That's this one. I'm going to rename it. Okay. Let me share my screen. Right. Then you will an HTML file. You come here, you create new file. You want an HTML file. Can you hear me? Let me resend this thing. So can you see my screen? Can you hear me? So can you see my screen? So it's a folder called assignments. Then in folder we have CSS, image, JS. Do you understand? So after that we now have an index.html inside. Is that fine? Do you understand the index.html, how to save our documents and all of those things?
Yes.
All right. So I want somebody to quickly, two people will quickly do a recap of all we've done today. We've actually done a lot. So please, yeah.
Okay, let me try.
All right.
Oh, my name is Ebere. Okay. Hi, Titi. Okay, we started by knowing our tags, working with tags. Like that's where we stopped yesterday, and that is where we started. And we moved to elements. We moved to, you taught us about the elements, how to use the bold, that is the H1 to H6. Yes, and you also taught us about attributes. Like example, we use the ahref. That's the example. Then you also taught us about how to add colors to our text and background. And yeah, we are still working with the elements and all the rest of it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Who was that?
Ebere.
Okay, thank you so much, Ebere. Yesterday too, you answered the question. I can remember your name. All right, so who else wants to go? I don't want to call anybody. Please just volunteer.
Okay, let me try.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so you started with HTML elements, the H1 to H6 tag. Then we went to attributes where we talked about how to link up using the A tag. We talked about the source attributes and the ALT attributes when you are inserting an image in your HTML document. So the ALT has to be there you mentioned something about for people who cannot see or something like that. So we went to HTML styles. That's how to add color to text and how to use background colors, how to use the line break. And you said spacing in paragraph doesn't really work. So there are other tags. We can use the pre-tags and all to add all those kind of spaces to it. Then we went to formatting. We talked about italics, how to add the italics text, bold text, strong text, emphasized text, and all to differentiate between texts like that. And you talked about the quotations also. We talked about the block quotes, how to address and all. I don't know how I'm going to explain that. And then you talked about HTML comments. You can add a comment in your on your page, but it's not going to display in your browser. It's like you can make it like a note or something. Yes, so you can write your comments in there. Maybe you want to remember something at that point and you don't want it to display on your browser. So you can write those things that they are for the comments. And a shortcut to doing the comment is Ctrl+/. I'm done.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Peace, that was you. Yes, that was you. So I want to note that I've seen some things. I've gone through what is some of you posted on the group chat, and I can see that it's not correct. It's actually important that you flow with what we have in class now, so that you don't have issues when we move forward. These are just like the basics, and that's why I'm making sure that you get the fundamentals, and I'm taking my time because we'll get to stages whereby it may seem like difficult, right? And it may want to be complex. So if you're not following now, and if you don't understand it now, you may have issues later on, right? So it's very, very important that you follow us at every point. So to everybody that said that you didn't do yours correctly, please do your correction, right? Ensure that you do your correction. Is that clear? So any other questions? Any other question? Any other question? I guess this is when we call it.
Yes, please. Hello? Yeah, please. Please,
right,
the assignment you gave us